In this video, I talk about how I maintain 10% body fat year-round as a natural lifter who's been training for over 8 years now, and how you can potentially do it too while not being super restrictive on your diet and not even tracking your calories. So if that sounds interesting to you, keep watching. Good morning, shooting this on my iPhone. So I just woke up not too long ago and did my hair. Now we're going to the gym because I generally fast in the morning, but it's not really intermittent fasting because I don't stop when I eat at night. I just skip breakfast. Now, there's no inherent advantage with intermittent fasting or fasting in general and skipping meals, but I just personally do it because it fits my schedule. And I think the reason why people like fasting so much is for most people, if you give them less time to eat, they're probably gonna eat less. In my case, because I skip breakfast, I can eat a bigger lunch, bigger dinner. So I have a little bit more leeway there. So I think fasting definitely helps. And it saves a lot of time. You know, I just wake up, brush my teeth, do my hair, go to the gym.
All right, guys, so we made it to the gym, LA Fitness, Morton Grove. I go to this one a lot because I like it. Anyways, training is obviously a really big part of how I actually maintain 10% body fat year round. So let's crush this workout. It's gonna be an arm focused upper body day. Let's go. That was feeling good. So if I fast in the morning, you probably realize that I also train in the morning fast. Now, is there an advantage to this? No. In fact, it's probably a disadvantage for me to be training fasted because I'm like more tired. Especially on a day like today where yesterday I didn't eat a whole lot of food and now I'm kind of hungry right now. So it is a trade-off. Know that it's not optimal to be training fasted, but if it just fits your schedule, if you like it better, then I think that's better than just trying to optimize every single little thing, you know? All right, let's get a work set.
Come on, Kakarot! Find a way! I entrusted everything to you! My pride, my promise, everything! I won't tolerate failure! Trespass into the domain of the gods! Do it, Kakarot!
After incline dumbbell bench, I moved on to some lat pull downs, and in the next clip I talk about the importance of building muscle with maintaining a low body fat percentage, as it really becomes a flywheel effect, since the more muscle you have on your body, the more calories you naturally burn and the more leeway you have with consuming calories.
Okay. Whew. So the style of training I generally do is I keep the volume pretty low. Normally I stick to like 2 sets per exercise, but I train a failure every single set. Now, a common misconception people have is they think working out, actually like lifting weights, burns a lot of calories, but in reality, it doesn't. It really doesn't. However, when it comes to lifting weights versus, let's say, something like cardio where you're actually trying to burn calories as that form of exercise, I like to think of lifting weights as more of like investing your money while cardio is working a job. With cardio, you're trading your time for extra calories burned. And that's it. After that cardio session, you're not burning any extra calories from that specific session. However, when it comes to something like lifting weights, I'm not necessarily burning calories from the activity of training, weight training. However, I am focusing on building muscle, of course, and trying to get these massive guns. And naturally, the more muscle you have in your body, the higher your total daily caloric expenditure increases. So it starts becoming like a flywheel effect. If you're weight training, you're trying to focus on building muscle, the amount of calories you burn goes up, meaning it gets easier for you to be in a calorie deficit in order to lose body fat, as well as stay in that whatever body composition you want to be at, stay within your maintenance. And that's why I like to think of weight training as investing your money. It's like you're burning extra calories in your sleep by not necessarily doing anything additional. It's just you have that muscle on your frame. We're gonna move on to arms, so let's go. right, that's a workout. Now it is time to go grocery shopping. All right, so we're here at Jungbu Market. About to buy some groceries for lunch. Now, I told you guys I fast, but I usually don't fast this long. It's already 2 p.m. I generally eat my first meal around like noon, 1 p.m. So it's probably gonna be a really late lunch. Are you starving?
I'm hungry.
You hungry?
Yeah, I'm really hungry.
Maybe we should get this.
I got dumplings?
Yeah, apparently they're pretty good here too. Let's buy groceries first and then we can get some.
I've actually never been here before.
Yeah. It's like H Mart, but cheaper apparently. So I'm thinking about making some lettuce wraps with chicken thighs. And then marinate it in some Korean barbecue sauce. I'm thinking sweet and savory. You're afraid to come up here?
Oh, this one's fire, dude.
Sweet and savory marinade or hot and spicy? I'm thinking hot and spicy.
Hot and spicy sounds kind of good.
Yeah, CJ Food. So generally I try to diversify my protein sources, but we're gonna eat chicken today. Honestly, if we're going to Jewel, I'll probably just buy chicken from there. We could get marinated meat.
Dude, this looks kind of good.
We're making it ourselves, so I think we'll be okay. Richard, do you think this could be pretty good? Pickled daikon and carrot?
Daikon? Yeah.
With the lettuce wrap? Probably, right?
I think so.
Let's spice things up a little bit.
That's what they have it in Vietnamese dishes.
Yeah.
Like the sauce.
Yeah. All right, yeah, let's get this. Sweet, thank you. Pizza. It's time to eat. Brady, you want to split a shrimp and pork? I'll just have a shrimp and pork dumpling. These are interesting.
Ooh.
Dude, they don't have utensils.
They don't?
No.
Alright, well,
Guess we just gotta.
guess we gotta use our hands.
I'm gonna go for it. Cheers, guys. Oh, bro. We're here at Jewel Osco, second grocery store of the day. We're gonna get some schmeat, and we're gonna hopefully find some green leaf lettuce. Leaf lettuce. Oh, they're all kind of shabby.
Honestly, I feel like that left one looks the best.
This one?
Yeah. Even though it's smaller.
Yeah. I don't think we need that much, dude. 2 of these. Well, I think we're good. Let's get out of here. All right, so right now we are back at the apartment prepping the chicken for these Korean barbecue lettuce wraps I'm about to make. Now, address the elephant in the room, and that's the fact that I don't track my calories. Now, I used to. I went a period of like a whole year where I was tracking calories and like 4 months where I was specifically tracking macros, but I just found it unsustainable for me in my lifestyle. However, I found a way to just still manage my body composition without even tracking. I will say the validity with tracking is you're able to eyeball better afterwards, right? Especially if you tend to eat the same things every day. So right now I'm in a good spot where I can pretty much eyeball the foods I eat and understand, okay, if I'm roughly at maintenance by literally just purely intuitively eating. Now, I would say a big thing when it comes to my diet specifically, especially when I'm eating at home, is I try to prioritize a lean source of protein as well as a lean source of vegetables in pretty much every meal I eat. Lean source of protein is stuff like, chicken thigh or ideally chicken breast, beef sirloin, ground turkey. I consider like salmon, even though fish is a little bit higher fat, but salmon. Shrimp is a really good option. For your vegetarian people, tofu, tempeh, there's a lot of options there, but I try to prioritize having a lean source of protein in the meals I eat because, of course, I try to follow 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Protein tends to have a satiating effect where you feel more full when you eat protein. Now, when it comes to vegetables, I'm gonna tell you right now, I feel like for most people, if they would simply eat more vegetables, higher chance they're gonna be in a deficit. I think incorporating more vegetables in your diet is probably the best thing you can do to actually be in a deficit without even tracking in the first place. So you're gonna see, I try to eat a ton of vegetables in my meals. You probably already know this if you follow me on Instagram because I post my daily meals on my story every single time. So make sure to follow me on IG. But yeah, I just take a very relaxed approach to dieting because I think a lot of people, they can train consistently, right? But when it comes to diet, that's where a lot of people tend to falter. And I think you need to find what's sustainable for you, and you better enjoy the food you eat. So you're gonna see me, I'm using this Korean barbecue sauce, which yeah, it has sugar and stuff like that, but dude, if this is gonna allow me to eat like semi-clean rather than eating like fried chicken and be craving stuff constantly, then dude, I'm gonna take the extra 10 grams of sugar. Like, I don't really care. Just done prepping this chicken. Ideally, I like to marinate these overnight, but I think we got that time, so we're probably just gonna put it on top and throw it in the air fryer. Oh, which reminds me, air fryer is probably one of the best investments you can make in the kitchen. Like, if you guys suck at cooking, get yourself an air fryer. It's so easy. You literally just pop meat in there and it cooks perfect every single time. So air fryer, highly recommend that. Dude, this is the best lettuce for lettuce wraps, I can tell you right now. I'm gonna poke some holes with a fork in the kitchen so that the sauce gets in better. Grab these with a fork. Now usually I'll take a Ziploc bag, put the chicken in, and then pour some sauce in, and just kind of like let it marinate. But I think because we're cooking it right away, I'm just gonna drop these chicken thighs in here. Trying to get like the same density. Should be good for the first batch. Put this in. That. Be good. I'm gonna throw it in this air fryer at probably 380 for roughly 10 minutes, and then we're probably gonna flip it around. Yeah, this is like about to be pretty much what I eat. Literally meat and vegetables. You might be wondering, okay, where's like the carbs, like rice or potatoes or something? Now, generally at home, I pretty much don't eat any carbs. And the reason being is I eat out a lot. And generally when I eat out, that's when I really, I'm eating a little more high calorie stuff. I'm definitely consuming a lot of carbs. Might be getting boba down the street, whatever it may be. So by mainly just focusing on meat and vegetables while I'm at home, it balances things out, so it kind of regulates my carbohydrate intake. I'm not keto or anything, guys. Like, I'll never be keto. I love carbs. All right, guys, dude, I'm just so hungry right now, so I'm gonna snack. Now, I usually don't snack a lot at all. The closest thing to a snack I'll have is like fruit tea or like boba or something. If you guys want a really good snack, these My Protein crispy wafers. Probably the best thing that My Protein has. Best tasting thing for sure. So I'm gonna have some of these. Ooh. Look at that. It literally tastes like a regular wafer. Like, I can put this in like 7-Eleven, and people will just think it's like a wafer, like Kit Kat or something. Chicken is almost ready too.
What's that, 1 minute?
Also, I realized I didn't even talk about fruit. Now, I don't have a lot of fruit in my apartment right now, but I eat a ton of fruit as a snack. That's usually how I break my fast. If I get home at like noon, but it's 4 p.m., so I kind of just skip that. Woo! Yeah!
Money.
Code PATH, 40% off. Alright, should be ready. Ooh.
We got like super bright out of nowhere. Ooh.
Ooh, perfect. Alright, yeah, these are
That's power of air fryer.
Okay, so. Okay. Ooh, first
Bro,
batch.
that looks so good.
Ooh, it's hot. I do not like procrastinating, so I'm gonna marinate these second batch, get that going. Some chicken. Ooh. Look at that, man. Oh, that's like a piece. forget.
Oh, the
Little
daikon.
daikon garnish we got going on here. The daikon garnish. Okay. Take a bite. Cheers, folks. I'm glad we got chicken thighs. They're pretty tender. It tastes so good. God. Alright, just finished my meal. That was good. I think we had like 2 chicken thighs total each. Now, I wanted to address the second elephant in the room, and that is genetics. Now, there's a lot of genetic factors that can impact fitness. However, what I'm going to focus on is body fat set point. Essentially, the idea of body fat set point is that every individual has a body fat percentage that their body tends to want to move towards, kind of like homeostasis. Some people, that body fat set point is lower, for some people it's higher. In the case for myself, I grew up skinny my entire life. I'm still pretty skinny to this day, so my body fat set point by genetics is naturally lower. Because of this, I have an easier time mentally maintaining my body fat percentage, meaning my body isn't sending like ghrelin signals constantly for me to eat more food, even though I'm at this lean physique. Compared to someone with a higher body fat set point, let's say if their body fat set point is closer to 15%, they get as lean as I do, hovering around 10 to like 12%. They might feel that, okay, they might feel tired, they might feel lethargic, they might constantly be hungry. I just don't run into those issues because my body fat set point is lower. Now, I wanna make this clear, this does not mean that any individual cannot get to 10%, even if you have a high body fat set point. It just may mean it might be harder for you to maintain it. Now you might be thinking, is there any way to change your body fat set point? To some degree there is. If you generally live a more active lifestyle where you're constantly moving around, maybe you do a ton of cardio, maybe you constantly play sports, maybe your job requires you to be more active in general, maybe you train consistently, that is a lifestyle that would be productive to potentially lowering your body fat set point to a certain degree. Now when it comes to genetics, I think it's important to be like aware of certain limitations that you may have. However, don't let it really downplay your goals, right? Essentially, don't let genetics discourage you. I believe anyone can get to a healthy body fat percentage, like 15%, look amazing, but more importantly, feel amazing at the same time. So play with the hand you were dealt, focus on the stuff you can actually control in the first place, like what I'm about to talk about next. And yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to genetics. On the topic of activity levels, here's my bike. This is a bike I literally ride everywhere around the city. No matter if I'm getting food, if I'm going to the gym, if I'm getting boba. I ride this bike during the summer when I can. And what this does is it keeps my activity levels pretty high. So my NEAT is higher than it would be if I was just, like driving everywhere. So I feel like if you live in a big city, either walking or riding a bike, having some form of like active form of transportation is pretty advantageous for you if you're trying to stay lean. I personally believe this is how I've gotten leaner over the past like 3 months, despite not necessarily like cutting or even tracking my calories or anything. So definitely keep your activity level up. If you don't like biking, you can run. If you don't like running, you can skateboard, you can do whatever. Just do whatever form of mobile transportation that you personally prefer that's somewhat active. And yeah, now because I'm with some people, instead of riding my bike to Taipei Cafe, we're gonna be walking there. So we'll catch you there. Well, arrived at Taipei Cafe. About to get some boba. Honestly, because me and Frankie ate at like 4 p.m. Dude, we're not even hungry. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna eat dinner tonight. I just have a honey lemon green tea. And can I get that 25% sugar, less ice? I don't recommend drinking your calories because it's probably not gonna be as full from those calories, but everyone has their small little vice, right? For me, dude, I have a sweet tooth. I like drinking sweet drinks. I could have something like Diet Coke, but I don't know. Something about boba and tea, just something I personally like. And I make it work, you know? I generally don't snack on like chips or like eat a ton of like cake or like dessert in general outside of just drinking boba. Plus I don't even get tapioca. So on top of that, I try to lower the sugar when I actually order something. So you know, there's ways that I try to minimize like the calorie content of the unhealthy stuff I'm consuming, but yeah, at the end of the day, I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke. So overall, it's not too bad. Got some honey lemon green tea, 25% sugar, less ice. The thing about this place is the drinks are usually pretty sweet. That's why like normally I would get like half sugar. If I was 25% sugar, you won't taste a thing. But this is pretty sweet, so 25. I come here often enough to know that 25% is like pretty just perfect. Dude, I can drink this like forever, bro. To be honest, I wanted to eat out tonight for dinner with Frankie and show you guys what I generally would eat or choose, or my thought process of choosing foods when I eat out. But dude, I'm just not hungry. Me and Frankie, we're just not hungry, so I think we're gonna have to save it for another day. Anyways, I hope these videos help give you an understanding on how I maintain 10% body fat year round. Unexpectedly, you probably have seen that it's a lot more relaxed than you may initially have thought. And that all goes back to the sustainability aspect of it, as well as me taking advantage of my genetics for having a low body fat set point. Now, I still think a lot of the stuff I talk about today can be applicable to you guys, maybe just at a different degree. At the end of the day, if you're eating food, try to prioritize lean sources of protein, as well as a lot of vegetables if you're trying to keep calories down. Keep your activity levels high by either riding a bike to commute, walking, you can take the stairs. Always choose like the stairs over like an elevator or something like that. If you enjoy listening to a podcast and just consuming content, maybe consider doing that while like walking in a park or something. And of course, put time into the Iron Kingdom, because weight training and building muscle will help you overall maintain your body composition, because it'll increase your total daily calorie expenditure. And yeah, that's a pretty good summary of it. With that said, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this tea with my friend. Don't forget to like this video. Support really goes a long way to get these videos out, and I really want to continue making good content, so really would appreciate that. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to see more realistic fitness content, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.